You typed the whole thing, read it back, deleted half of it, typed it again, then sent, "Okay, sounds good." The thing you deleted was the real answer. The thing you sent was the safe one, and the person on the other end has no idea those are different things. You've done this with texts, with emails, with comments you wrote out and closed without posting, with replies you drafted and then replaced with something shorter, flatter, less exposing. You had something to say. You said a version of it, a version that was easier to send than it was to mean. And you probably didn't decide to do that. The backspace just started moving. Here's what changed. Words used to disappear when you said them. They existed in the air for a moment, then they were gone. The only record was what the other person remembered, which is imperfect, which gave you room. Texting didn't work like that. Every message is archived, rereadable, screenshotable, quotable out of context in an argument you haven't had yet. That changed what it costs to say something real. The read receipt made it sharper. You can see they've read it. They can see you've seen theirs. The last seen timestamp tells both of you exactly when the other was present and chose not to respond. None of this existed when you called someone. The silence in a phone call was private. The silence in a text thread is visible, timestamped, evidence of a decision. So the message going out became a different kind of action than it used to be. Not just communication, documentation. And documentation gets reviewed before it leaves. Before anything that matters goes out, there's a draft phase now. You read it as them before it reaches them. You find the word that sounds too much, the sentence that gives too much away, the admission that could be taken wrong or remembered differently or used against you later. You edit until it sounds like someone who isn't bothered. Then you send that. The consequence isn't dramatic. It's just that the person on the other end has been receiving the edited version for long enough that it's become the version they know, not the version that typed the whole thing and meant it, the version that read it back, got nervous, and decided the real answer wasn't worth the risk. You didn't choose to become harder to reach. It happened one backspace at a time. The next message you type, notice when the editing starts. Not whether to edit it, everyone edits. Notice what you remove, because what you remove is usually the part that was true.